Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for August 7th to the 13th. This is for Capricorn Sun and Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific and detailed with your reading, Capricorn, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, Capricorn, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So this week, Capricorn, I hope you are in it to win it. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a pretty for you specifically, pretty transformative week. I feel like this is the week where you're gonna start feeling shifts. Okay, the reason I say that is because 2 days I want you to note. On August 9th, on Wednesday, Venus is squaring Uranus. Now, we've already had a couple of these. I've talked about these in my last readings. These are good squares. I like these squares because it's all about finding your authentic self. It's all about having those breakthrough moments. Remember, Uranus is a planet of surprises, so a lot of it could be even moments that happen unexpectedly. But again, this is it's like a sense of freedom that comes with this square. Now, the reason why this square is actually really good is because the same day Mercury is trining Jupiter. Now, Mercury is a planet of communication. It's the messenger, right? Think Hermes. And Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity. It's in your fifth house. Pleasure, okay? Pleasure. The fifth house is pleasure. It's fun. It's love, romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation. We love the fifth house, all right? And so you have Jupiter in the fifth house all year long. So you're in a great place. Things are going to change in a very big way for y'all in terms of what brings you pleasure, and all those aspects that I just named. Now, Mercury trining Jupiter. Trines are very harmonious, supportive aspects in astrology. Among the most like really think about like getting those videos where people haven't seen their their dog for a long time, and they finally reunite with their dog, and it's just this really emotional, like, oh my goodness, like those kind of moments. That's what a trine is. It's really sweet, really nice. So this day is when you could receive some really great news, okay? Remember, Mercury is a messenger, and then Jupiter is all about good luck and good fortune and prosperity, wisdom, belief, all of that. It's such a great placement. So you could receive good news. There could be some of y'all that are possibly coming around some contracts. There's a lot of contract energy around this date, whether work or maybe even love, maybe even marriage. So keep that in mind. The other day that I want you to pay attention to is a big one. It's on the 13th when the Sun is conjuncting Venus. Now, this is huge. This is really big. And there are a lot of sun conjunctions throughout. This is a cazimi, okay? And the easiest way for me to explain a cazimi to y'all is when a planet is in the heart of the sun. So it's like a really true like alignment here. And so reason why this one's really big is because think of the sun. It's very hot and fiery, right? Think of Venus, hot and fiery. Now the sun is in Leo and Venus is in Leo, a fire sign that's really fiery. So you are definitely gonna have moments here. It's more about like these moments of clarity, the matters of the heart. Again, like it could bring like breakthrough moments, moments that have to do with money, with beauty, even beautification, even love. Think about everything that Venus rules, okay? So remember, the Venus and the Sun are in your 8th house right now, death and rebirth. Okay, transformation. The 8th house also rules other people's resources. So it is a day like this week. You could hear news about, maybe, an inheritance or investments or even bonuses, commissions, paying off debts. It's got to be one of those weeks, but it is good. These are intense placements, all right? I'm not going to lie. They are intense placements, and you have to remember Pluto is back in your sign. And so that is, it's a lot of you going through these transformative I mean, Pluto is all about transformation. So you will be feeling a shift. So Capricorn, with that said, let's go ahead and see what's going on for you, Capricorn. Again, this is for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, if you know your birth chart. And if you want to read for your your Venus, your Moon, all those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to, because Venus is very active this week and the entire month. Remember, Venus is retrograde in Leo, so we are reassessing, reevaluating things right now. Yeah. So anyway, you definitely read for your Venus if you want a little bit more clarity. But Capricorn, let's do it. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Let's see what's going on for y'all, Capricorn. So, Capricorn, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It really does give the best overview, in my opinion. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Capricorn, you know I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Y'all, this is going to be, I hope you're having a great summer. I want you to know that, Venus is in Leo. Even though Venus is retrograde, it's still in Leo. The sun is in Leo. This is a fun summer. It's a fun summer, okay? So keep that in mind. So I want you to have fun, and you're good. You're good, okay? Look at your spread. Look at your spread. I mean, let's do it. Y'all are always, okay, here we go. You got the three of wands. Okay, now I normally don't want to. I'm not gonna do it. I usually like to. My readings are a continuation of the week before. It is, with all these astrological aspects that are infused in the readings. That's what life is. It's this continuous journey. But I know that a lot of y'all haven't seen your monthly readings, so I'm not gonna spoil that for you. But you know what's going on here, okay? So a lot of y'all have begun the process of this transformation. A lot of y'all have started new journeys. A lot of y'all have started to feel changes. Okay, that's what this card is. All right. Some Capricorns are going to feel it at home a lot. So this card, first of all, this card is all about change. It's all about going out there for self-discovery. Really, really not surprised this card came up, especially because you are going through a very transformative time right now. You have to remember Mars and Mercury are in Virgo as well. They're at play here. Mars really, right? So it's hey, that's your 9th house, is spirituality. So a lot of y'all are feeling these shifts, really, really feeling these shifts. And this came up in your past, so it also depends on when you watch this reading, okay? And it's also it could be your mindset, it could be even your passions, but a lot of work related. A lot of Capricorns could be reconsidering your employment or how you make money, or maybe even thinking about maybe a promotion now, or maybe even thinking about, hey, maybe I have enough knowledge to start my own business. But even still, there are changes happening, okay? I want you to see all that sky. It's so yellow. I love that. That's a lot of sunlight. That's a lot of freshness. It's a lot of newness. That's a lot of joy. That's they say the sky is the limit, right? So I really love that for you. 3 is all about new, right? Creation, birth of new things. So what I was saying earlier, because when you think about the nodal shifts that happened for y'all back last month, that was pretty big. It was pretty big, not gonna lie. And the North Node moved into Aries, okay? And this card is actually attributed to Sun in Aries. And so that is your 4th house. So a lot of y'all may have some movement in terms of home, in terms of family, in terms of children, in terms of your relationships, okay? There could be some new cycle starting, or just something new that's happening around that area. Or again, like I said, your mindset, maybe you are thinking now, maybe I do want to be in a relationship, or maybe I do want to sell my home, or do you know what I mean? The wheels in motion. Now, you got the Page of Swords in the heart of your spread. I haven't seen this guy in a while. I love this for you. Especially because remember how I said on Wednesday Mercury is trining Jupiter? Well, that's absolutely amazing, huge, big news for y'all. There could be some message coming through. Pages are messengers, swords are the mental suit. Okay, so messages. This is in the heart of your spread too. So this is kind of like the theme of the week. So the first thing is some of y'all may be getting a message this week for sure around the dates of Mercury trining Jupiter, and that's again a glorious aspect. I don't think I've ever used that word before, but it is a glorious aspect, and so this is really great. Pages bring in that new change. So you see what's happening here, change and change. And I haven't even gotten to your future, and you see what's sitting in your future, and this is a great spread. So let's just heart of your spread, okay? So messages and even spiritual like downloads. Again, a lot of activity with Mars and Mercury, okay, in Virgo, in your ninth house, all right? Spirituality, your belief system, the way that you see things. I absolutely love this for you. Absolutely love this for you. Some of y'all could hear some news if you're working on a book, or if you're maybe wanting to start a website, or maybe even if you're, I don't know, like a freelance writer, could be getting like a lot of assignments too, or there could be some progress, or y'all may even think about, hey, I want to start writing a book now. Okay. Another message is travel. There could be some sort of sense of travel that y'all are gonna do coming up. I mean, it is summer, so I hope you do. And it's a great time to go out there, and travel is always a force of good. But the Page of Swords is he's very enthusiastic. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. He wants to wield that sword. I mean, this is a great card, and I'm doing this reading a little bit later. It was a long work day for me, so I have this big old light flashing, so I'm just gonna tilt it that way. But in any case, there's an enthusiasm with your spread. Okay, there's a big enthusiasm with your spread. Now, you did get the King of Cups in your challenge area. So one thing that I do want you to know is that as you move forward, it's almost like there may be a little bit of self-doubt. It's not, and I'm not getting like a big like energy around that, but some Capricorns could have some moments of self-doubt, especially because Venus is in retrograde, so we are reassessing things at this time anyway. But there is a lot of newness again, I want you to ask yourself too, where is this new thing? Is it in your physical world? Is it a relationship, a job? Is it something with family? Is it something with children? Or is it something emotionally? You're feeling a little free emotionally, or even spiritually, right? With Mars and Mercury in your ninth house of spirituality, or even up here, your mindset, the way that you see things, your belief system. But anyway, there is going to be some shifts and some changes coming. In fact, if you think about your monthly reading, that was mind-blowing, right? So this is really great. But with the King of Cups, the only energy that I'm really getting is there may be a little bit of self-doubt, because with big changes come a little bit of like, okay, well, I really have to think about this, and so you may question yourself, and that's actually good. Okay, it's good, and that's also it is a month to do that, and I would encourage it for anything. You never want to do anything like in haste or whatnot. The other thing is someone is for some Capricorns, there may be someone who is really like the let's just say like codependent on you, and there may be like, you may recognize that this week, and there, if that is so, have those conversations. You always want to like be open, especially with like Mercury active this week as well, in Virgo, which is in your ninth house, so you have all that power. Okay, so if there is a matter of that comes up this week, you're good. You got the Hierophant. Come on, you got the Hierophant. Boom, and the High Priestess. So you got the pair. I like Capricorn. I don't make this up. You saw me. I shuffled the spread. I mean, y'all, come on. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. The Hierophant is, you know, I can't like. Hey, let's just keep going. Let's do this. You got the pair here. Very spiritual activity. Very very big spiritual activity. So when I say Mars and Mercury in Virgo and your ninth house is spirituality, it's really like a big thing this week. It's really going to be a big thing this week. It looks like you are going to have a lot of spiritual downloads. Again, this message that comes through could be intuitively as well. All right, keep that in mind. It could be something that, especially with the Hierophant and the High Priestess here, the Hierophant is, more of like a spiritual leader. The high Greek priest is what is actually what he is. Okay, it's when you think about it back in Latin. If you break down the word Hierophant, Hero is eros for sacred, holy, and then font is feinen, to spread, to reveal, to display. And so he really is a connector from between the divine and our physical reality. And so there is a lot of like awareness here. Like he has that deep sacred wisdom and knowledge inside him. I mean, he holds the keys. He's standing between the two pillars here, the gray they're gray in Tarot's wisdom, by the way. And so there is a sense of you like this is in your crown. Okay, so again, a lot of spiritual activity, a lot of things, spiritual shifts that could be happening for you. And I also want you to ask yourself, what does that even mean for you? Spirituality, what is it? It means so many different things for so many different people. So it really, like, when you actually sit there and think about it, a lot of things like make more sense. All right, is it your philosophies, the way that you see things? Is it something metaphysical for you? Is divination? But in any case, it's good to ask yourself those questions. And then you also got the High Priestess. Absolutely amazing, because you got the Hierophant in your crown, okay? And now you're getting the High Priestess in the root of your spread. And so the High Priestess, she is like the guardian of the subconscious, okay? And so you're actually like just truly protected this week. You're truly protected this week, and this is a week where you may want to, actually I wouldn't even say may want to, you will possibly just feel a little bit more like, a little bit more active, okay? Like within. You may feel a little bit more active within. She is the most intuitive. She is, ruled by the moon. You see the moon, sliver of the moon right there. You see the tree of life behind her. I mean, there's so much happening here, but, speaking of wisdom, you see the two pillars here. Now, they refer to... I'm not sure if you the Temple of Solomon. So like you've always heard this phrase like the wisdom of Solomon, right? So she has that wisdom too. I mean, it's just like you're good, okay? The main difference is the Hierophant is more there's like a tradition based idea behind him, like very very tradition structure, and that is so Capricorn, okay? Remember, you are ruled by Saturn, so a lot of you're good. So a lot of things that are kind of just basically like grounding you in things that you already know and things that you don't want to change. All right, there's like changes happening, but there's like that core of you, right? But then you have the High Priestess, and her energies are more internal, okay? More passive, all right? And so this is just more like that deep within wisdom inside you, and it's just that intuition. It's, more, if he represents like structure and tradition, but like in an organizational sense, the High Priestess is more internal. It's more like, you get where I'm going with this, right? I'm gonna do a time check too, because I promised myself I would not go over 30 minutes for your. Okay, so you're good. Okay, you're good. And again, there's this sense of like this intuitive energy that's coming through. Again, there could be a little conflict of some self-doubt, some even like especially with the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is very intuitive, and like to like a psychic level as well. I mean, not to, you know, the when you think of the hierarchy, not as much as the Hierophant and the High Priestess, but because the King of Cups came in the challenge area, there could be just you know, there could be like a cross current at some point, but I think you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, especially because I didn't feel a big energy around that, and you got the star in your future anyway. So there you go. You're amazing. You're good. You are, you know, the star does come after the tower. This is a lot of healing energy in the star. It is what it is. It's the stars aligning for you. That's hope. That's faith. It's everything is here. When I say you have a very spiritual reading, you have a very spiritual reading. Like, this is wordy. Like, you're good. You're good. I mean, you're good. I don't even know. I mean, like, very, very good. And, you know, one thing I'm going to point out is that you could see it if, you know, Capricorn, if you have been wondering about money, if that has been on your mind, there could be something, if that's been what you've been hoping and wishing for, that could be something that you'll start seeing it to come to fruition. One reason I say that is because the star is ruled by Aquarius. You even see the water bear, you know, the water bear here. But remember, that's in your second house of salary and income, but also self-worth and self-value. Okay, all that confidence. Remember, this is why I feel like this is not. There just may be like a flicker of a like. It's like you turn off the light switch, but then you're like, no, I'm gonna turn it back on. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be that big of a... But anyway, this star... So that's a big thing for y'all. Big thing for y'all. The other reason why is because considering Venus and Leo right now, right? Venus and Leo. So Venus and the Sun in Leo is in your 8th house. Like I said, rules other people's money, okay? And so there's two, like, in what's going on for you... you're hitting both the two houses in the zodiac wheel that deal with money. All right, so they could be a thing that starts to come to fruition for a lot of y'all, but it's just your hopes and wishes, and it for Capricorn, things are starting to align for you. You even see the stars aligning for you. You see the 7 outer stars. This is, I mean, they really do represent your chakras. So we're talking about like the chakras aligning. When I say this is a very like, come on. This is, you got the Hierophant, you got the High Priestess, you got the star with the chakras. And, you know, all the stars are 8-pointed. And then when you add it up, it's, you know, the star is 17, okay? And so 1 7 equals 8. Right? So it's referencing like that strength card, right? And so what's really interesting is the strength card is ruled by Leo. Now, with Venus and the Sun in Leo right now, there's also something that's happening called you could call it 888. You could call it 88, but we call it the Lion's Gate, and it's when the Sun is in Leo. It is some would consider it like a portal, but it is something where it's basically when Sirius, the Earth, and the Orion constellation, they perfectly, speaking of alignments, right? There it is. And it's been happening since the end of July, but the reason why we call it 8-8 is it peaks at 8-8, all right? August 8th, okay? So that's, we're coming out of that, all right? Or sorry, that's on Tuesday. But it's... that's also a Leo thing because it's a Sun in Leo, okay? So that's just think ascension, all right? Another spiritual thing that's happening, but for y'all, but also when you think about all these changes that or these big aspects that have been happening, the changing of the nodes, like I mean, there's just so many things that, but you're good, okay? You're good. So let's get to your stuff. Capricorn, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Y'all, I wouldn't be here without you. So I really do appreciate it. And I am truly grateful. So, Capricorn, Oh my gosh. It's always so, like, I don't make this up. Oh, I don't make this up. I want you to know I don't make this up. You've had, your monthly reading was outstanding, and then now look. When I say that you are starting to feel shifts, things are changing in your life, come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. You got the 9 of Pentacles, okay? So here's the crazy thing is that what I love about this, when I look at your spread, again, I'm not going to give anything away from your monthly, because I know a lot of y'all may have not seen your monthly spread, but you know it's good when she appears, okay, after your monthly spread. But 9 of Pentacles, abundance. There you go. Okay, abundance. You're good. Okay, you're good. This is a card where it is. Remember how I said this week is a lot of just a lot of like breakthroughs, a lot of transformation, a lot of feeling free. Okay, that sense of freedom. That's what this card is. All right, that's what this card is. The other great thing about this card is when you think about what's happening astrologically, you can see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. All right, so Venus is really at play here for you. So I want you to feel this. I want you to have that feeling of like abundance and feeling of independence and that freedom, and that you've really earned your spot and you're in a good place, and great things are coming. All right, great things are coming. I mean, look at her harvest. She's like a movie star here. She's like a movie star. And this card is attributed, it's Virgo, okay? Venus in Virgo, to be, specific. But remember, I said all that activity in Virgo that's happening right now is in your 9th house of spirituality. I mean, you're good. Like, you're good. And then again, speaking of spirituality, you got the Hermit, ruled by Virgo. Wow. Okay. So not only did you get the Hierophant and the High Priestess, you got the Hermit. The Hermit is someone who has made all these achievements. He's climbed the top of the mountain, and now he's taking this time to do a little soul searching, okay? To do a little soul searching, to see what's next. He wants to know what's coming next. It's like when you run a marathon, when you climb Mount Everest, when you do something that's really big, when you've made that achievement, you don't go off and start doing some flash mob or whatever. You have this moment. And it's just like this celebratory moment. You want to be alone. You want to just really, it's this spiritual moment for you. It's this euphoric moment for you. It's this emotional moment for you. You spend that time by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big accomplishment. So, and so it's a lot of soul searching too. Okay, it's a lot of like going deep, staying in the present while you think about your future. All right, and that's going within. So the Hermit came up with the star here. The Hermit came up in your external factors area. So there is kind of like this force of something in the universe just making you go within. Clearly here, all this spiritual energy coming with the star as well. Now there is, there could be someone also in your life that really, actually someone that you may not even know. It could, but someone this week could also be that person that really maybe says something to you, or you see something where it makes you think about yourself, it makes you think about your life, and makes you like go within. Okay, it could really, honestly, it's like those movies. It's like what is it? Like the Yoda, right? Or just someone really who has that sage advice, right? It's I really love this for you. I mean, you even think about the 14th century, okay? The Hermit, right? People trekked for days to go get answers from the Hermit. I mean, that's how wise, and I mean, you got the Lovers too. Come on, come on, come on, Capricorn. Are you messing with me here? Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. So it looks like a lot of y'all are thinking about partnerships, relationships. Remember, Jupiter is in your 5th house of love. There's a lot of activity happening there. There's also, we did. There's also, when you think about it, there's a lot of, well, it's more spiritual stuff here. I'm gonna leave that alone because, again, I don't want to go. Oh gosh, okay, I already. Anyway, so you did get the Lovers. It came in. It's in a part of your spread where it's really just kind of like it's going to be on your mind. Partnerships, whether in career, business, work, or even home. Okay, home matters. Remember, Jupiter is in your 5th house of love and romance as well. So there's a sense of that where there may be some sort of decision you have to make, or maybe you're deciding, like I said, no, maybe I want to be in a relationship, or there's some matters with that. But here's the other thing. You see Archangel Raphael in this card. You see, we'll call them Adam and Eve, okay? You see Adam and Eve as well, all right? So you see Adam's looking at Eve. Eve is looking at the Archangel. He's the one gifting the love. It's up to them to decide what to do with it, right? But also, if you want to go a little bit deeper here, conscious, subconscious, superconscious, okay? Mind, body, soul. This is Trinity at play here. Spiritual energy. This is you. This is you. All right? Wanting to be a little bit more like, exploring and feeling like spiritually fulfilled and, on your path to enlightenment. Again, ask yourself what spirituality means for you. Now, lastly, come on, Capricorn, come on, you know what that means. You got the World in your final outcome. This is, there's 22 paths in the Tree of Life. There's 22 major arcanas. You've made it to the end. This is achievement. You see the dancing figure in the middle, right? You see the wreath here, okay? The garland in the form of a 0, referencing the Fool, right? So we're starting. This is the end of your journey. Your Fool's journey, your hero's journey. You're about to start this brand new journey. I mean, when I say your life is changing, like your life is changing. This is in your final outcome. And when you think about your path, all right, your journey up until this point, okay, there's been dualities. There's been, like polarities, dualities. Or I mean, you even see it here with the 2 pillars. Even like masculine and feminine. There's all of that throughout your journey. This is the merging of it all. This is the harmonious union of it all. Even the dancing figure is, referenced as Hermaphrodite, right? The child of Hermes and Aphrodite. So the merging of masculine and feminine. So listen, you're good. You're about, your life is changing. You see this, right? I'm not making this up. You're good. This is going to be a week for you. A very empowering week. A very empowering week for you. I don't even know what to say. You got me speechless. But just know that there is this enthusiasm. You're just ready to get going with something new. Again, ask yourself, where does that exist in your life? And then you could be getting messages this week. But it's very spiritually active as well. Like you're just very spiritually. I mean, you got the Hierophant, you got the High Priestess, you got the Star with the aligning of the chakras here. You got the Lovers, which has Trinity. You have the Hermit. You have Venus and the Nine of Pentacles, which is Venus and Virgo, Virgo is in your ninth house of spirituality. Like this is pretty. And then you're starting at like your life is gonna change. And you know what? Capricorn. Next week we have a new moon. New beginnings. It is in your 8th house of transformation, of death and rebirth, like of life cycle. Like you, hey, that's all I'm saying. Like you're good. You're good. Capricorn, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, again, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. I just feel like at this point, it's just you're just come on. This is big. You know it is. You come on. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. All right, bye y'all. Okay, bye.